45 years ago, the glorious founder, Hobart Brown, crafted a pentacycle and raced one block down Main Street in Ferndale. Those crazy Kinetic kooks are still at it, keeping the glory alive in a 42-mile, 3-day race across roads, sand, water, and mud. It's the 45th anniversary Kinetic Grand Championship live finale special, brought to you by Cherry Heights Casino and News Channel 3. Kinetic coverage starts now.
Good afternoon from Ferndale. It's the 46th annual Kinetic Grand Championship race. I'm Andy Machado. She's Cecilia Reeves. In Ferndale this afternoon, it's the grand finale, day 3, the final of the race, and the sculptures have made their way to Ferndale. Couldn't have asked for a better day than this.
A 3-day race out here, and they've been going a while, a lot to get through. We've been here pretty much the whole time streaming on KIEM-TV.com, so definitely a big race out here.
Yeah, everybody here having fun, enjoying the weather, but most of the competitors, sculptures, have made their way. I'm sure there's many more making their way to Ferndale.
There have been a few reports of stragglers still in Crab Park where they were camping last night. Maybe everybody had a little bit too much fun out there, but most of them made it here now.
People having fun here and a nice beverage, some food, but everybody checking out the festivities down here today.
And so we were live on the Arcata Plaza on Saturday for the kickoff. We had brake checks. We had everyone doing their pageantry out there for the beginning. We also had the start at the noon whistle that got everything kicked off. And right now we're going to take a look at that as we head to our video.
To his glorious brake test now. He's going to skid to a stop, and there he goes. The Highway Patrol from Reno transferred here.
I got hit twice one year. Same year. It was a bad year. I am not a target.
Whenever Arcata is ready.
Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen?
And here we go.
An honor to be joined by Jack Mays, the co-founder of the Kinetic Grand Championship race. Jack, thanks for joining us.
It's my pleasure. It's been a lot of years. In fact, I'm just sitting there noticing how little the town's changed, and this feels very much like 50 years ago almost.
You ever imagine this race would turn into what it is today when you and Hobart first got started?
No, because there's only supposed to be one race, and the first day down here was a total fluke. I mean, 10,000 people just didn't have anything else to do, and then from the rest is history, right? But it's this town versus this hokey race that was the perfect wedding, right? And it wouldn't have worked anywhere else.
Yeah, it's definitely unique, the fact that, starting in Arcata, going over pavement, sand, water, the waterfront yesterday in Eureka, and then today in Ferndale. Definitely uniqueness to this event.
Right. Well, see, the first ones were just Main Street, and then we got into we had two races, the cross country but they were supposed to be totally different, right? One was supposed to be a sculpture event, the other was just a athletic adventure, right? Cross country. So, but no, it never dreamed it would get this big, or this long. So.
Definitely, to be in this event, you got to have a creative mind, and for artists and just these sculptures. I mean, definitely the time and effort that goes into these.
Right, and only in Ferndale, right? We just happen to have 40 or 50 artists with a lot of time on their hands, and that it was a strange combination. But this race has had more publicity, probably than any other events that I can think of. In the county, but anyway, it's an honor to be a part of it.
Jack, thanks for joining us. Real quick, one of your favorite sculptures that you've seen today?
Well, I'm just taking a quick look. The brewery one, but I say I haven't even seen these yet. So, but it's just interesting to see how everybody takes up the new challenge, right? And here I am on a motorized cart, first time. I should be pedaling.
Well, Jack, we're happy you're here today. Thanks for joining us. Day one, starting in Arcata, it was the dead man's drop in the sand. Let's take a look at that right now. And we are just getting started our Kinetic coverage. Dwayne Flatman, we're glad that he is back for another year on
33
Saturday. 33 years. On Saturday, Dead Man's Drop had a little spill. Let's take a look.
The following program segment depicts fabricated crimes of a truly silly nature. Viewer discretion is advised. Kinetic Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of the Kinetic Fun Patrol. All suspects are considered innocent until proven funless in a court of Kinetic law.
Thanks for joining us. We're still here live in Ferndale for coverage of the 46th Annual Kinetic Grand Championship, and I am here with Queen Your Majesty, the Kinetic Cop. Did I get it right that time?
Yes, and I am the Queen Cop of the Kinetic Cops. I have a lot of titles. That's what happens around here.
And so, does that mean that you are the top cop?
Well, the commissioner might disagree, but I think I am.
And so, what do the Kinetic Cops do?
So our job is to enforce rules 1 and 10, or are they now A and H, to be having fun at all times. So we're kind of the fun police. We're also officially irresponsible, so don't ask us to be responsible.
And so what's protocol if you see a frown out there?
Oh, we make sure that you're having fun. You might get ticketed, you might get frisked, you might be asked to do the chicken dance or sing your favorite song. Anything that's going to make you have more fun.
Okay, and so you guys have been out there since day one. You even had a sculpture out there, if I recall.
We got Fifi this year a week before the race, and this is a sculpture that has been going for years, and we got it bequeathed to us by Mad River Brewery. So next year we plan on racing, but this year we just tried to get as much glory as we could out there.
Now, but no sculpture on day 2 because everyone was watching the water entry from the Madaket?
Yes, we took Fifi on the Madaket with us, so we were doing glory circles around everyone.
And everyone had a pretty great time day 2. No real flipovers that I saw from day 2.
I
But
saw one flipover.
Let's take a look at that video.
For the glory!
Thank you.
Right now we are preparing for the water entry here at the Samoa Bridge. We're getting our pontoons pumped up, putting our float arms on, and trying to tap into the spirit of Mother Pearl to send us along on our way in a safe and fun manner.
Now, even before the 3-day Kinetic race, on Mother's Day, the Kinetic Universal, they hold a Mother's Day race, the Kinetic Classic. It involves future participants a little later on, the younger gals and their families. It was held on Mother's Day at Helverson Park in Eureka, so let's take a look at that.
Kinetic racing has been described as adults having fun so kids will want to grow up. But this Mother's Day, the kids were the ones having all the fun. The Kinetic Universe and Rutabaga Royal Family hosted moms and kids for the Kinetic Classic, a kid-powered art race inviting participants from all over the West Coast to join in the fun and bring in the glory. The Rutababy Buggy Bouncers gave babies and toddlers who are a little too young to use a wrench a chance to receive some glory.
All right, let's hear it one more time for the Rutababy Buggy Bouncers.
Then, kids in kindergarten through 3rd grade decorated bikes, created teams, and entered the Rutabaga Rally to race around a smaller-scale version of the championship course. And there's pageantry. Then, for 9 to 12-year-olds, the pushcart dash allowed kids to build their own sculptures and race up, down, and through obstacles. Racers ascend Little Lolita Hill and must hunt through a sand dune before completing the course, all in a quest for glory. My guess is we'll see these racers on the championship course in the next few years.
Boy, these guys are speedy. Look, they got those little wheels. Oh, right around that corner. Oh, I'm glad we widened the ramp this year. There we go. On the way down. Excellent brake work. Up on 2 wheels they got. And he's ready to... Oh.
And I'm sure we'll see them here in the future, just a few years from now.
Yep, and we'll be right back with more coverage of the Kinetic Grand Championship. Thanks for joining us. We're still live here in Ferndale for coverage of the Kinetic Grand Championship, and I'm here with an actual pilot of a sculpture. Can you tell me your name?
My name is Carmen, and I'm with Partly Cloudy with a Chance of Rain.
Now, I'm a little bit partial to this one because I do the weather.
Oh,
so
perfect.
So the clouds and the rain, kind of my favorite thing. But what was the whole process for you guys?
For building it? Is that
for the whole race?
Thing, the whole race. Oh, making it through the race. Well, we built the sculpture in the last 3 weeks, and so it was a struggle to get it all the way through, but we persevered and we made it, and we had so much fun. Just keep a positive attitude, and you'll get through it.
And so, day 1, how'd the brake check go?
Oh, we stopped great. It's just wide turns were hard, so getting actually into the brake check, we were kind of wheeling our sculpture with our hands, but we did end up stopping, so that was good.
And day 2, water entry.
I think we might have gotten the golden flipper. I'm not sure. We were a little bit tipsy all over, but we wore wetsuits and goggles and just jumped into the water right afterwards.
So then the bay not too cold?
No, it was great. We had wetsuits on. We were prepared.
And then for day 3 today, left Crab Park, and your sculpture was pretty much 2 bicycles, yes? No?
No, it was 1 bicycle and 2 giant culvert wheels on either side of us. So it was like a tripod kind of thing. And we didn't go through the river. We skipped the river. There's no way we could float after the bay. But we pedaled it in here and squirted people with water guns because it is partly cloudy with a chance of rain after all. So
you have to give them their chance. If I've learned anything, you have to give them their rain when you call for a chance of it.
So true. Very true.
All right, and so day 3 today, we had everyone coming to the finish line. Let's go ahead and take a look at that right now. Today was a big day. Everybody finishing the big 3-day race. Tons of glory circles crossing the finish line here on Main Street in Ferndale. Manny, you've lived here for a long time. I'm not going to tell everybody how long.
Yeah, 2 years.
I'm not going to date you, but you've seen a good many of these.
Yeah, definitely. It's always interesting each year to see just what kinetic sculpture the artists, they change it up usually each year, and you see new sculptures, as we do see a sculpture coming in right behind us right now. But I'm sure he's happy to be here in Ferndale and relaxed. But the water is my favorite part, to see if they're going to float or sink. And some of the sculptures yesterday, they were cruising in the water. Well done.
Some of them had a little trouble. I was out there. Some of them had a little trouble, but it looks like most of them made it.
I know. The big thing is, are they going to float? Yeah, most of them did float, and safe crossing in the bay yesterday.
And now they made it here to Ferndale. Most of them, though, taking the well-deserved break, probably grabbing a beverage and some food. We can smell all the food out here. Pretty great day.
Yes, well-deserved for them. The beverage, the food, well worth it. The 3 days. I'm sure they are tired. And the awards dinner tonight at Bellotti Hall, so we'll see who gets the awards for the race.
Sounds great. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to our Kinetic coverage, brought to you by Cherry Heights Casino, joined now by Katie, Texas. Tell me, after 3 days, relieved that it's over? Just talk about how you're feeling right now.
Oh, it's always a relief to get into Ferndale, have a nice stop at the Palace, maybe loosen up your knees a little bit. It's hard to pedal. It's hard to pedal all that way. And even we race officials that are out there on our bikes, we're working our butts off too, for a little bit less glory than the pilots get, but it's still fun. It's fun to be on the volunteer side of it. It's fun to be on the Rutabaga royalty side. It's just fun to be a part of all this kinetic madness.
I think the kinetic weather gods out there this year, especially today, just a beautiful day in Ferndale.
I believe so, yeah. We had some cloud coverage, which is really nice when you're pedaling, actually, to not be in the glaring sun. And then once you get to the party at the finish line, it all bursts right through, and we're in the beautiful little village of Ferndale on sunny Main Street. It's a glorious day.
All right, tell me your top three, real quick, your three favorite kinetic sculptures.
My three favorite sculptures. I'm a sucker for the Holy Trinity. I love the Steam Pump with June Moxon. I love Bite Me with Ken Beitelman. I love the Star Truckers, and I love, there's one more, the Doomed Buggy with my friend and mentor Dwayne Flatmo, who totally flipped on Dead Man's Drop.
Glad he's here. Hey, thanks for joining me. The Kinetic Cops, they play an important role in this 3-day event. Let's take a look at what they've been doing.
This is the last.
And welcome back to our Kinetic coverage here in Ferndale. Cecilia Reeves, I'm Manny Machado. Hey, we've had a fantastic time down here today.
Down here today and all weekend. It's been a beautiful one out there. Hasn't even rained on us, really.
Well, we still have, I think we're safe.
Yeah, I think we are too. I'm going to use my scientific background and say that we are fine for the rest of the afternoon, for everyone to chill out now that they've gotten done with their 3-day race.
Well, I want to thank all the volunteers, the participants. Without them in the Kinetic Sculpture Race, we wouldn't have an event. The founder, Hobart Brown, Jack Mays, that got it all started. Our crew for News Channel 3 and volunteers today.
Our stream team, all the volunteers, Sherry Heights, who's been sponsoring us, and a special shout out to Stream Guys and the Kinetic Universe out there. It's been a really great weekend.
All right, from the Victorian Village in Ferndale, for Cecilia Reeves, I'm Manny Machado. Thanks for watching our Kinetic coverage.
Thank you.